Hey guys, it's Coach Williams with 10 things that you need to obtain and maintain your freedom. Today is day 4. Yesterday we were talking about strategy, and today we're going to be talking about the risk involved. In Luke 14:28, it says, but don't begin until you count the cost. What man plans to build a building, a structure, ministry, um, empire, whatever it is you're building, a healthy marriage, and doesn't count the cost to make sure that he has enough, he has everything that is needed to finish the project, right? And so, as you were going through developing your strategy on yesterday, some of you may have felt a little anxious, maybe a little anxiety. You may have started to kind of overthink things a little bit because all you're supposed to do is write down the strategy, right? Well, guess what? As you were writing down the strategy, immediately your mind started to count up the costs. It started to look at the risk involved. Um, Say that you're trying to write a book, you were looking up the publishing companies and how much that could cost and the different routes and how to get your cover done, and you started doing all of that. But guess what? The risk factor came up was, what if nobody buys this? What if I tell my story and they laugh at me? What if I'm ridiculed? What if I'm ostracized? What if my family turns their back on me because I'm telling my truth? What happens when you tell, you're supposed to tell your story and it's going to save and help many millions, right? But to tell your story would expose a part of your life that you don't know how it will be received. And so you've painted this perfect image and you could lose it all. That's a risk. You could pick up the phone and make the phone call and they could say no. That's a risk. You could do lots of different things. You could make the cake and nobody likes it. Risk. Um, William Shield says a ship is safe in harbor, but that is not what a ship was built for. A ship was built to carry passengers, for them to be able to see places that they normally wouldn't be able to see on land. Um, a calmness is happens on the ship when it gets away from the harbor. There's a little bit of seclusion and isolation that happens when it gets away from the harbor. But the harbor is comfortable. In the harbor, the ship doesn't have to work hard. In the harbor, the ship is stationary. It doesn't even have to move. It just kind of rocks, you know? So where are you playing it safe? Where are you not taking the risks that you know you're supposed to take? What is that thing that it scares you to pieces, but you know you're supposed to do it? It keeps you up at night. It wakes you up in the morning. It drives you all throughout the day. It won't leave you alone. What is that thing? And what are the risks associated to it? What are those fears that you have associated to stepping out and doing that thing? Um, because you have to get past that fear, because every win, every victory, if you're ever going to obtain freedom, there's a risk involved. That person that has always been in your life may not like the decision that you're about to make. And guess what? They may make the decision to walk out and say, you know what? I didn't sign up for this. I can't take this. I don't want this anymore. That's a risk that you may have to take. You may take the risk and, say, you know what? I'm going to step out. I'm going to go for the job, and you don't get it. Did you fail? Because many of us would look at it and say, well, I was a failure. I failed at this because it didn't work out. But did you learn something from it? As long as you learned something, it wasn't a failure. So take that strategic plan from yesterday, and I want you to get rid of all of those, that anxiety. I want you to process through it to say, you know what, that could very well happen. Yes, it could, but it could succeed. Yeah, nobody could buy it, but millions could buy it as well. I remember there was a time I was talking to someone on yesterday, and I was like, when we looked at the odds, there was a 10, there was a 10% chance that something was going to work. And I was gung ho about the 10%. My husband was looking at me going, babe, but there's a 90% chance that you're going to get sick and you're not going to make it. And I'm like, but no, he said there's a 10% chance that it's going to be okay. And I was holding on to the 10%. I was ready to go on 10%. I know, strange, right? But I'm a woman of great faith. But I had to learn to put common sense with my faith. I had to not allow my faith to make me just crazy. Okay. I had to have wisdom. Okay. We have to have faith and we have to have wisdom. And so today I want you to really count up the cost. Really look at those risk factors. Look at them, but don't let them control you. Don't let them keep you in the harbor. Don't let them keep you safe in a place that you're not supposed to be in. Don't let them hold you hostage to your past, because this is so comfortable that you won't step out even though you're miserable. You would rather die here than to make the shift. Many times in our life, we won't move until we overcome the fear of the unknown. Because we don't know what's waiting for us, we are content staying in this spot. But when the pain of the present becomes more than the fear of the unknown, you will move. So count up the risk. There's going to be a risk involved in everything. Trust. If you're going to get married, if you're going to be in a relationship with someone, if you're going to, even with God, you've got to trust Him. You've got to trust yourself. You got to trust God. You've got to learn to trust others if you're going to be in a relationship. And so, y'all, there's a risk involved. Guess what? They may not like you. Excuse me. They may not like you. It may not last forever. It may not go the way that you want it to go. But sometimes it's got to be the risk that you take and enjoy the ride for as long as it lasts. So thank you guys so much for coming in today as we talked about the risk factor. If you're going to obtain and maintain your freedom, there's a certain level of risk that you're going to have to take um, to get there. And you got to be okay with that. You've got to overcome the fear that, oh my God, this may happen, all the bad things. I'm one of those people that I can process through what could happen. And you know what? What could happen oftentimes never happens. It never happens. So please connect with me at www.thecassandrawilliams.com. Email me at info@thecassandrawilliams.com. If you're interested in Wise Wives Build, it's bit.ly/join WWB. Take a moment and please subscribe. If this information is blessing you, subscribe to this channel. If you're seeing this on Facebook, please share it out. Have an amazing day, guys.